My name is Zandaria Evans. I have 4 children. Brandon, he's 11. Ava is 9. Cashton is 3, soon to be 4. And Desire is 2. And I currently work at Kroger Anderson Bakery. Honestly, I was a bit sad at first because I was honestly at a funeral that I was not going to go to. But something just told me to go. So I left work. I went to the funeral. I was sitting in the church. The funeral hasn't started yet. My phone rung. And I was like, who is this? Like, what is this number? I'm not used to seeing this number. And I picked it up. It was Gretchen. And she was like, hey, just want to let you know, hey, you got approved. And I was probably the happiest person in the church at that point. It shouldn't have been, but I just think that was my blessing that came to me. It was a reason why I went to that church, and that's what it was. It's gonna be mine. I don't have to worry about a landlord that won't fix anything or tell me I can't do something, or the simplest things. I've had a landlord tell me that my sister could not stay more than the weekend if she was in town, and I don't like that because if my family visit, why should they have to pay for a hotel? But just the fact that it's mine and no one can tell me what to do with it. It's mine, my kids, we're going to enjoy it. They're going to grow up there, a place they can have memories. So my kids, I can't wait to have my own room, and I want my room to be this color. I can't wait till we move. They went as far as, I'm going to be across the hall from mama and you're going to be all the way down the hall. They are very excited. We actually ride by, once they start on the lot, we actually ride by each time they tell me they did something, and we take pictures. So that way we can create like a book or a collage of each step. When I first applied, the home that I was living in, it was not livable. No one should be staying there. There were holes in the roof. It would leak when it rained. You can actually stand outside the house and see the physical holes from the road. It was like no insulation. I didn't have central air and heat. I had a window unit that gave us air, barely gave us heat. The winters were cold, very cold. We would have to basically make a barrier with blankets up to our doors. We all sit in one room just to heat up that one room during the winter time, and that was rough. It was very rough. It was practically a 2-bedroom, so the 2 big kids, they were in a room together. The 2 little ones, they either slept in the room with me or they crashed in a room with their siblings or in the living room sometimes if they felt like that's where they wanted to be. Pissed. I literally felt like I lived outdoors with a roof, because just about any and every bug came into the house, and my kids are terrified of bugs. They didn't want to kill them, so every time, Mom, it's a bug, and I'm like, oh my goodness. The plumbing, sometimes a toilet would flush, sometimes it wouldn't. The only way we could get it to flush is by pouring buckets of water down the toilet. It was a mess. I would apply places, they'll tell me either, I don't make enough, or I make too much, or it was just rough at that point. Our bills, oh my goodness, light bill would be $500, $600 at a time, the light bill by itself in that house. It was god awful. Going through this process, I have definitely built a bond with everyone. And when I say everyone at Habitat, the future homeowners, the current homeowners, I've built a bond that I enjoy. I love it. I actually vowed to myself, because they always say, once everyone become a homeowner, they don't come volunteer anymore. And I was talking with my grandmother, and I was like, I just wouldn't feel right. I'm going to volunteer at least once a month, because they did not have to approve me. They did not have to give me a home or help me with the home. And this has taught me to give back. It has definitely taught me to be better financially stable. It has actually opened up an interest of mine to actually study financial planning. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. I don't think I will ever turn away from Habitat. I will always advocate for Habitat. Even now to this day, there's people at work. I'm like, hey, have you ever heard of Habitat? Or have you ever applied for Habitat? Like, you should definitely apply for Habitat. And they be so interested. They're like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I was like, you got to do it. Don't say you're going to do it and you don't do it. So, yeah, take that leap of faith. No matter what negative thought you may have, what your situation may be, you never know what could happen. I have been taking a leap of faith for the past 2 years, and it has pointed me in the right direction.